Arpaio is sending a message to gang members around the valley: don't mess with the sheriff.
No one is going to take away my authority.
A big crime sweep in Maricopa County
involving 150 deputies, posse, and reserves.
I wanted to send a message that the sheriff is still in business on crime suppression operations.
And they will attempt to ferret out weapons violations, drug offenses, and felony warrants.
But so far, no gang arrests.
Isn't this in defiance of a judge's order?
No, I decided to do this when my officer was murdered, viciously murdered.
But an arrest was made in that case.
Yes.
So why is this exigent, as the court says it needs to be?
I'm not going to get into semantics. All I can say is that there's no problem.
No weapons charges as of right now.
And so far, no major arrests.
When he says he's going to go against the gang members, like people who do drugs and stuff like that, but he doesn't change.
So what was really different about this operation than other sweeps?
Well, this wasn't a sweep, first of all. This was a crime suppression operation. Sweep is a term that typically the media, not you, Dennis, throw on these things, and that's their spin, and that's perfectly fine. You can call it what you want. You guys own the airwaves and the ink and the paper.
Okay.
This was a
your
crime
other
suppression
operations, like the ones you performed at 32nd Street and Thomas, the ones you did at Cave Creek, the ones you did in Guadalupe. What's different than your other crime suppression operations from this one then?
The differences here are some of the information that we gathered as a result of the traffic stops, and really, for the most part, there's no. This is solely focused on crime suppression, as were the others, but we were collecting additional information and data. So
the difference I'm asking for, what the difference is.
We could go all day with that.
You haven't given me one thing that's different about it.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
We've talked about it. We've briefed it. But thank you for being here, Dennis. I appreciate it.
You haven't answered that question at all.
Are you good?
Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
And I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, but something I was curious about, which is when I read Judge Snow's order, it looked like there was a line in there that says, before the monitor's in place, the sheriff can do.
I don't want to waste your time on a long
okay.
question. It's just that those.
Right.
This is about the operation on the 18th and 19th. That's what I'm here for in the others.
My question had to do with it said in exigent circumstances, and I was just wondering if
you
you
didn't
could
have the benefit of hearing that earlier. But again, that's a legal definition and conclusion for attorneys to deal with.
Oh, this already got asked. Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
The alleged criminal in this instance is a young gang member, they allege. And rather than focus on gang members on the west side or anywhere else in this community, they named an operation that's, I don't know, about 20 miles wide and 20 miles deep from Salt River to Camelback, from Litchfield to 43rd Avenue, and ran around with a couple of hundred cops stopping people at random. I mean, it's silly.
Care who's in the vehicle. It doesn't matter. What matters is the traffic infraction or the reason that we're stopping them. Period.
73rd Avenue and Indian School.
Some courts want community outreach. I just started it.